So next is the moment of inertia of a semicircular lamina. Semicircular lamina. So you can see one axis it is passing through the base, and another is vertical centroidal axis. About the vertical centroidal axis, this semicircular lamina is symmetrical. We have already studied in the case of circular lamina. Here also we have to consider a small strip. Okay. So this semicircular lamina, which is having radius r, we have to consider a small strip which is at a distance r from this origin. Okay. And the width of this small strip is dr, and the included angle is d theta. Therefore, this arc length is r into d theta. Therefore, area of that small strip dA is equal to dr into r into d theta. Dr into r into d theta. Okay. So we can consider this as our reference axis. So Ixx is equal to Ixx, that is moment of inertia of this lamina about the horizontal reference axis Ixx is equal to that dA into y square. What's that y? Y is the distance from the reference axis. Y is the distance from the reference axis to the centroid of this small strip. So dA into y square. So you see this distance is, that is this distance, as you know, it is very small. Therefore, this also will be r. And say this angle is theta. Then this y is equal to r sin theta, and this distance is r cos theta. Okay, so this distance is r cos theta. This y is equal to r sin theta. So which is equal to, what is that dA? That is dr into r into d theta. That into, what is that y? Y is equal to r sin theta square. Okay. So we have to find out the moment of inertia of the whole lamina, semicircular lamina, about the reference axis Ixx. Therefore, we have to consider. So we have, the expression will be double integral. See, this semicircular lamina is having two parameters, r and theta. R is varies from 0 to r. What about theta? Theta varies from 0 to pi. Okay. This manner, 0 to r, that is 0 to r. After that, we can take 0 to pi. Okay, what is that r? That is dr into r into d theta. Dr into r into d theta into r square sin square theta. This r parameters we are taking outside. That is 0 to r, r into r square, r cube. That r cube into dr. That into 0 to pi sin square theta into d theta. That we have already studied. We have to integrate the inner portion first. Then after that we can integrate the outer portion. Okay. So our previous expression Ixx is equal to 0 to r cube dr, that into 0 to pi sin square theta into d theta, which is equal to 0 to r cube dr into this value you will get pi by 2, which is equal to pi by 2 into 0 to r cube dr, which is equal to pi by 2 r raised to 4 by 4 into with the limit 0 to r, which is equal to pi by 2 into r raised to 4 divided by 4, which is equal to pi r raised to 4 divided by 8, which is equal to pi into r is d by 2 raised to 4 divided by 8, which is equal to pi d raised to 4 divided by 16 into 8, which is equal to pi d raised to 4 divided by 128. Okay, this is the moment of inertia of the semicircular lamina about an axis which is passing through its base. Okay, that is Ixx. Ixx is equal to, that is Ixx is equal to pi d raised to 4 divided by 120. But our aim is to find out moment of inertia of the circular lamina about an axis which is passing through its centroid. That you have to study next. So Ixx is equal to pi d raised to 4 by 128. Okay. So we have to find out moment of inertia of the semicircular lamina about the centroidal axis parallel to the base. Okay. So as per the parallel axis theorem, this Ixx is equal to Ig plus AH square. AH square. Okay. Which is equal to this Ig plus area of semicircular lamina, that is pi r square divided by 2. Pi r square divided by 2. That into H. H is the distance between the reference axis as well as horizontal centroidal axis. Okay. So here you see H is equal to 4r by 3 pi, 4r by 3 pi. That is, the centroid is at a distance 4r by 3 pi from the base. This you have to by heart, the distance of the centroid. Okay. So that is equal to Ig plus pi r square by 2 into, what is that, 4r by 3 pi square, 4r by 3 pi square, which is equal to this Ig plus pi r square by 2 into 16 into r square divided by 9 pi square. Okay, 9 pi square. That is, this is pi d raised to 4 by Ix is pi d raised to 4 by 128. Okay. So Ig is equal to pi d raised to 4 divided by 128 minus 16. This 16 pi into r raised to 4. 16 pi into r raised to 4 divided by 18 pi square. Divided by 18 pi square. Okay. And this is equal to, so you got Ig is equal to pi d raised to 4 by 128 minus 16 pi r raised to 4 by 18 pi square. Okay. So pi into 2r raised to 4 divided by 128 minus the 16 pi r raised to 4 divided by 18 pi square. You give the value for this pi. Here also give the value of pi. And finally, on solving, finally you will get it is 0.11 r raised to 4. Which indicates that the moment of inertia of the semicircular lamina about the centroidal axis, about the horizontal centroidal axis. Okay, Igx is equal to 0.11 r raised to 4. So we studied Ixx and also we studied Igx. Okay. Now we have to study the moment of inertia of the semicircular lamina about the vertical centroidal axis. Okay. So for that purpose, the same thing about this, that is Iyy we have to calculate. that is this IYY. Okay, that is for this small strip, moment of inertia about this YY, IYY, we have to calculate. That is, the area of this small strip will be dr into r into d theta. That is the area. That into the distance of the centroid of this small strip from the vertical axis, which is x, which is r cos theta, which is r cos theta. Okay, and if you have to consider the entire lamina, the expression will be, that is, IYY is equal to integral 0 to r integral 0 to pi, 0 to r 0 to pi, that into dr into r into d theta, dr into r into d theta into r cos theta square, this square. Okay, because IYY is equal to dA into x square. Okay, that is dA into r cos theta square. Okay, for the whole lamina it is double integral 0 to r 0 to pi dA r cos theta square. Okay, so which is equal to 0 to r, this is r square, then r, that is r cube into dr integral 0 to pi this cos square theta into d theta. Okay, so as I said earlier, here also you have to integrate the inner part first. Okay, that is 0 to pi cos square theta into d theta is equal to 0 to pi 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2 into d theta, which is equal to half into integral 0 to pi d theta plus integral cos 2 theta limit 0 to pi cos 2 theta into d theta divided by 2. Okay, half into pi plus this value will be 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0. This will be pi by 2. Regarding the value of the application of this limits, I have already discussed in previous video. That is moment of inertia of a circular lamina. So you have to refer that one. Then you will understand the application of this limit. Anyway, it will get sin 0 minus sin 2 pi by 4, that is 0, minus sin 0, that is 0. So here it is pi by 2. Okay, so after getting this result, you have to go for the previous expression. Okay, so our previous expression is 0 to r integral 0 to r cube dr integral 0 to pi cos square theta into d theta. For this, you got the value, it is pi by 2. Therefore, it is equal to pi by 2 into 0 to r cube dr. So, which is equal to r raised to 4 by 4, 0 to r, which is equal to pi r raised to 4 by 8, pi r raised to 4 by 8, which is equal to pi into d by 2 raised to 4 divided by 8, which is equal to pi d raised to 4 divided by 16 into 8, which is equal to pi d raised to 4 divided by 128. So, moment of inertia of this semicircular lamina about the vertical centroidal axis IYY is equal to pi d raised to 4 by 128. I hope you understood the concept. Thank you. Thank you all.